Okay. Hi, ladies.
Hey.
So I'm trying to copy the invitation without the ID. We're going to see how that works. Did what I did for you work, Cassie?
Yeah, I can just click on the link and do it.
Oh, but they need the ID. Okay.
I can give it to my girls.
All right. Hi, Chelsea. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, the Madden in the background isn't too loud, right?
No.
Okay. Okay. Paste it everywhere. Oops. Hi, T. And Liz.
Hi.
Let me...
Look at everybody with their pretty faces.
I haven't washed my hair in I don't even want to say when the last time I washed it. So it was in a nice bun.
I was going to say, I've been hiking for 2 days with kids. I came home and I've been taking pictures since, so.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about gross hair.
What time is your launch tomorrow?
8.
8. Awesome.
And I have to go to a water park all day with kids, so. Freaking out a little.
You going to water
Hopefully
country?
they'll be super tired.
Water country.
Can I come to water country?
There's going to be 400 kids there with
Oh, just kidding.
an orange t-shirt.
I'll sit home in my AC.
Smart.
Oh, you girls all look so nice.
My house is chaos right now, so sorry for the dogs and all that business.
That's okay. I'm gonna mute. Danielle wanted to be muted, right? Oh, Danielle's not on here yet. Okay. Oh, look how many people we have. This is wonderful.
Can you guys hear my kids?
Yes.
They're yelling through the window outside.
Where's Brad?
Outside with them, watching them.
AKA playing video games on his phone.
AKA TV.
Snapchatting. Lil just said, check your Snapchat, Mom.
Okay, I have to post the link in one more place, and then I'm going to send it. Hold on a second, guys. I also have to get the phone number, and I need to figure out where to get the phone number. Does anybody know how to get that?
And are you trying to do it on your phone?
No, someone wanted to call in, and I
Oh.
don't know how to tell them to do that.
Hold on. I know this. Oh, just.
But I know you can do it. I just don't know where to find, because that's how Jennifer was going to join us, because she's out riding horses. Guys, I'm really excited about tonight. The people who are going to be talking to us are super motivating, and I think you will be super inspired, and you're going to get off this call, and you're going to be fired up, and you're going to say, what can I do? Let's go. It's going to be fun.
I watch this and I totally geek out. Like, oh my gosh, that's what you look like in real life. Oh, that's what you look like.
Now that we've met, well, we met in May, but you met Marissa, and you know Letty. Is that the Carly Letty?
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
I can't even get on the phone.
What is it? Oh my god. I keep wearing it and wearing it. I need some more of her.
I'm kicking my butt for not ordering a couple extras in my size. Like I was like, oh, I'll get 3 in every size, and then see how that goes. And I'm like, damn it, why didn't I get 2 extra in my size?
I was looking through my purchase receipt and I said the same thing. I'm like, well, I'm gonna want half of those, so
Yeah. So then that whole size is wiped out and can't. Now you can't even get her. So now we're really gonna have fights over it.
I know.
Hi, Ashley. I just posted an invite that I was able to copy to your Lulabella's post, and it has the telephone numbers in it.
Okay, let me go find that. I'll tag Jennifer in that. Thank you.
Mhm.
But someone can figure it out.
Well, I found something that said copy invitation, so I'm like, well, I'll copy it, and then I have to find somewhere to paste it and see what it says, and it has the phone numbers.
We're just gonna shoot for the best.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll just copy this and see. But there's a bunch of numbers.
Somebody is not happy.
Can you shut mommy's door?
Okay, so the people who are coming to speak have been invited. There's technically they weren't planning on coming until they weren't planning on coming until in the next 15 or 20 minutes. So I'm just gonna go around muting everybody real quick, unless anyone has anything to say.
I'll do sign language.
We need to have guest speakers every week to get this many people on our
I
training.
know, like my screen is
This
full.
is the biggest turnout we've ever had, guys. This is amazing.
It's gonna be worth it.
It is going to be worth it, I promise. T and Cassie know, because I couldn't keep it completely to myself. And
Not fair.
I'm so excited. So T and Cassie know. But before they get on here, real quick housekeeping things. The onboarding package has changed again. I'm hoping, I don't know if we have it posted in Bella's. I think Cassie posted it. If she is not, I will make sure I do that tonight. But, so that has changed. I think the price dropped a tiny bit, maybe a couple dollars or two, which is good. Also, what else was I going to say? I think they're working on up to June 10th for onboarding, which means if you, and along with the shipping thing, back when shipping was all messed up, May 15th through 18th, the people who were supposed to onboard May 15th through 18th also got messed up. So if you or anyone in your downline were supposed to onboard the 15th through the 18th, please message me your name, your consultant ID, and the date you submitted. I will pass it on to the upline, and we will get that taken care of. I know there was at least one person, so we will, I passed her information on. If there's anyone else, please let me know. I will pass that forward. They announced the Inspire Tour dates on the call on Tuesday, which is awesome. I think heard 22, 21. All over the country, there are some in the bigger cities, there are some in smaller cities, there's some in the Midwest, and the North, the South, everywhere. These are free trainings. If you were new to LuLaRoe within the last month, you were not here for the spring tour. So they're completely free trainings that LuLaRoe puts on. The home office comes to whatever city that is, and they do an entire day. They teach you how to find your why. And then I don't know if it will be the same in the fall that it was in the spring, but in the afternoon they went over leadership. And they invite everyone. You don't have to be a leader to stay. But sorry, muting the chat or putting the chat to the side. So sorry, go ahead.
Jackie and Lori can't see anything. It says that you're showing up blank.
Did they go out and try to come back in?
That's what I told them, or am telling them right now.
Yes, that's the best thing to do.
Oh. They just see you. Swipe to the right. No?
Yeah, you change the view. So up at the top, it says speaker. That's going to, it depends how you have it on too. If you have it on speaker view, whoever's talking should have a yellow box around their thing. that is going to show who's talking at the time, but you can also adjust it so you can see everybody. And you certainly don't have to, but I like to be able to see everybody.
How come I can't see everybody at once?
Yeah, I want to see everyone at once.
Me too. I can only see like one person, 4
Did
people.
you hit gallery view where it says speaker view?
Where are you
Yeah.
looking?
There's 2 pages of us, y'all. That's
Up
I
at,
have like 6
up at
pages.
the top right-hand corner where it says speaker view, there's and then there's like the expand thing.
Nope, I don't have that.
You don't have
I
that?
have that. I
No.
don't either.
Aw.
You're the
Maybe
cool
maybe it's because I am the host.
If you're looking at it on speaker view, it's the little grid to click on. And then that brings up the page of everyone.
Yes. Yep, because oh yeah, I see. Yep, I see what you're saying. Oh, that's interesting. There's so many things about this chat that I know nothing of. Okay. So Jackie and Lori, can you see us, or is it still blank? Anybody? Yeah. Okay. Well, real quick, I'm going to keep going over housekeeping things. So I talked about the onboarding package, and I meant to write this down, and I got sidetracked. I talked about the onboarding package. I talked about the Inspire Tour dates. Get to the Inspire Tours. They are free. Free 99. Go to them. This is a great opportunity. What's going to happen is they're going to say, these are the dates, these are the times, and they're going to probably register the event with, yes, that's what I was just going to say, with Eventbrite. So you're going to want to get a ticket because in the spring, they said if you don't have a ticket, you can come. But my guess will be because there are 20,000 consultants now, 20,000 plus, that will not be the case. You will need a ticket to get in. Come to these trainings. Come to them. I flew to Chicago from Connecticut so I could meet some of my Midwestern girls, and I will continue to do that this fall. I will travel everywhere I can to meet everybody. It's a great way to meet new people. It's a great way to market. I met one of the speakers from today at the New York City Inspire Tour. The first time I met this person, and it was great. Yes, Nashville. I'm going to Nashville, guys. I don't care who's going with me. Probably not my husband, but I'm going to Nashville. Hold on a second. I can mute her.
Oh, sorry.
So,
I knocked off all my cards. I'm okay.
can you see us now, Lori? Oh, now we can't hear her. Okay, I'm just going through to make sure everyone is muted. Brittany's not muted. April and Angie. Okay, and someone else. How did that happen? Rosalie. Okay. So real quick before they get in here, I have the list of 8 things that I want you to teach your customers about each style. And the reason I want you to teach your customers this is because what happens is you will notice that you'll have customers who like pictures. And you're like, oh, likes are so annoying because this person likes 50 pictures and it's just notifications. But that's not what you want. Them liking it means they're engaged, and that's wonderful. So them liking a picture and not buying it could be for money because not everyone can afford LuLaRoe, and that's the truth, and it's a bummer. But it could also be because they don't know what the style is, or they don't know how to style it, or they don't know anything like that. So if by teaching your customers the list of 8 things about each style, it's not going to give them an excuse other than not having the money to not buy an item, because we want to not give them any excuse at all. The person just told me she's jumping on, so I'm waiting to see when she pops in. It does say we have 2 pages, and I don't know what to do because I don't know how to get everyone on one page. I don't know who I'm missing. Oh, all these people on the left. Oh, she's here.
Here.
Hi.
I can't see.
Hi. How do I talk?
You just talk.
You are talking.
So guys, this is Lindsay Wheeler.
Hello. Forgive me. This is like crazy. We've been running around like crazy people getting ready for an open house. So you don't get me very glamorous.
Well, we really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. I know we're just a little fish and you're in the big pond. So
Oh, goodness. No, you guys are awesome. Hey, we all started there, right? Yeah. And no one knew me not very long ago. So it happens fast.
Well, we were just going over how to educate our customers on items in our VIP groups, because that's why they buy things, because they know what the items are and the potential they have. So any tips you want to give about anything at all? The floor is yours.
Okay, so we were chatting a little bit earlier and you were just talking about sort of sales and hitting slumps. Is that kind of what you guys are seeing, is kind of how to get more sales? Is that what you're looking for, like online or in person? Sort of sales tips?
I think all of it, and booking parties and things like that.
For me, from day one, I knew that investing in my inventory and having selection is what was going to help me. So when I started, even though I didn't know anybody and my parties were really, really small and they were nothing to write home about, I knew that I needed to have selection. So if I sold a dress, I bought 2 back. I was in a position to be able to do that, and I know some people aren't, but invest everything that you can back into it. If that means that you sell 3 and you buy 4, that's fine, right? But growing that selection is so, so important, because the more you have, the more you sell. And the more you sell, the more that hostess is going to get, right? And then her friends are going to be like, well, she just got 4 free things. I want to host a LuLaRoe party, right? Because good parties breed more good parties. So I knew that I wanted to have really great selection, the best that I could. And trust me, in the beginning, it was like robbing Peter to pay Paul. I would write myself a $100 check out of my personal account into my LuLaRoe account so I could order some more Irmas. And then I would pay myself back, and then I would write myself another check. I mean, it was ridiculous. I was going back and forth, but it's sort of that struggle, because I knew that if I had them, I would sell them. And I was anticipating these good parties because I was putting it out there like, I'm going to sell these suckers when I get them. So there wasn't a chance for me not to be successful, because my husband told me I would fail at this. So it lit a fire under my butt to go out and prove him wrong. So for me, that was huge. And I think that in itself, if you make that commitment right now, because we all have the same tools, we're all getting the same things. It's really your attitude and the work that you put into this business, and the difference between people who are successful and not. There's people that are way cooler and way better at this than I am, but I will work harder than anybody that you put me against, because I am stubborn and determined to be successful in this business and prove my husband wrong. And I believed in myself, and I refused to quit. And I think that that's a part of it, is that even though there were days that I wanted to quit, and I thought about it many a times at the beginning of LuLaRoe, and really crappy parties or nasty customers or rude hostesses or whatever, or the million no's that I got when I started, literally worked the 72-hour game plan, you guys, and no one said yes. Even my family said no. Even my family. And I immediately thought, well, maybe my husband's right. I shouldn't have done this, because everyone said no, but I kept at it. I put LuLaRoe on every single day, and I took my kids everywhere. I mean, Starbucks, I live in Seattle, so there's a billion of those. So I went to Starbucks and Target and every McDonald's, Playland, and everywhere we could go and get out of the house. I drugged my kids, and I wore LuLaRoe, and I smiled, and I made eye contact and struck up a conversation with some random lady and started talking about LuLaRoe. And slowly but surely, I handed out cards every single day. I'd put 10 in my pocket, and I went and handed them out. So I was investing in my inventory, and I was doing my best to get out there in new circles. And that was huge, because my circle was not supporting me. So I had to go find some new people. I could quit and I could give up, or I could find a way. And for me, I think from day one, because I was stubborn, I didn't want my husband to be right, I refused to quit. And quitting was not an option. If you take quitting off the table, you will find a way to sell stuff. You will find a way to book parties if quitting isn't an option. So if you tell yourself tonight, I'm not going to quit this, right? Quitting is too easy. It is right there, and it's sort of, that little person on your shoulder telling you like, well, maybe this wasn't right, or maybe this just doesn't work for your family, right? It's that voice that's telling you it's okay to give up. And I'm not saying that this business is for everyone, but I know that if you want to do this, you can achieve anything with this business, but you have to decide, I will not quit. And that's what I did. I said, I will not quit. And I slugged through the crappy parties and the bad hostesses and my husband rolling his eyes for a long time. But I kept at it and I kept investing in my inventory. And the other thing I feel like with sales is that you want people to have an amazing time. Think about if you've been to LuLaRoe, right? That's what sets us apart from other catalog sort of companies, right? You go to those parties, and I hated them because you would go and you had to be quiet, which if you've been around me for 4 seconds, you know I cannot be quiet. So I had to go and be quiet, right? My one night, right? One kid-free mom night, and I went to a Pampered Chef party, and I had to sit there and be quiet while this lady taught me how to make, noodles with a zucchini. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I wasted this. And nothing against those products, but for me, I didn't like that. And I didn't like somebody then handing me a catalog and staring at me saying like, what are you going to order? So I picked the cheapest thing on the catalog and I passed it on, and I hated that. So I knew that I wanted LuLaRoe to be different, and I needed to be able to cater to the people that were like me, that were brats. So what was I going to do? I needed to have lots of selection, and I wanted them to have an amazing time. Because at the end of the day, if they had a great time and they came, I got them to come to the party and they had a really good time, they're going to try on the clothes, and the clothes are going to do the rest. I didn't have to sell them on anything, but I needed to get them there, and I needed to have selection, and I wanted them to have a good time. So I invested in my inventory, and I, rubbed pennies together and made it happen, but invested in my inventory and bought every piece that I could to have the selection. And then I hyped the hell out of those parties. I faked it till I made it. I didn't know what I was doing, but if you would have read those event posts when I first started, it was like I'd been doing this a million years, because I was going to be a BSer if nothing else, because I needed to get them there, right? I needed to, because we've all been invited to things, whether it's a kid's birthday party or some kind of family function, and you say, oh yeah, I'll go a week before. And then when it comes to that day and you're sitting there in your sweats and you're like, I have to put a bra on and maybe some makeup, and I'll just stay home, right? We've all done it. We've all bailed and said, oh, my kid's sick, or geez, we're not feeling well, or we're not going to make it, right? We've all made up that excuse. And I didn't want those ladies to make up an excuse of not coming to my party. So if you think about what LuLaRoe does, they fly. If you've been to anything LuLaRoe or been any part of it, you see that they want you to have a really good time, right? They fly Sam and Jordan all over the country on the Inspire tours. Deanne knows that it's worth that money to have them there, because they make it fun. From the second you walk into a LuLaRoe event, everybody's dancing in the aisles. They're having a great time. They're engaged. They're fired up before anybody starts speaking. And it's brilliant because it works, right? You're excited. You're engaged. You're connecting with the person next to you. And then when you sit down, your eyes are open and your ears are open. You're paying attention. You're not zoning off. If you walked in there and it was stuffy and corporate and you sat in a chair, I would have been doodling on a paper and not paying attention, right? I mean, that's what I do at those kind of things, because I can't stay focused. But at a LuLaRoe, then I stay focused because it's fun and engaging, and you can't help but want to be a part of that and have a good time. So I always approached my events like that, even whether it was online or if it was in person, promoting in the Facebook event to get people to come, right? You want that girl to find one little snippet is all you need, is one little thing that she sees that's like, okay, maybe I'll pop into Ashley's for a couple minutes, right? That's all you need. You just need to get her there. So you have to, I don't say, well, this is the Cassie skirt and it looks great on everyone. You should have one. I'm like, girl, you need 15 of these in your closet. You're going to be, trying to hide bags in your trunk to try and hide from your husband all that you bought, right? I mean, you want to really amp it up, right? Don't tell people like, well, LuLaRoe is great. Be like, you will not want to put your old clothes back on when you leave this party, right? That's the kind of thing that you want to be saying in there, like, and it's all right. I won't make you wear your old clothes home. I'll bring a scissors and we'll cut the tags off, and you can wear your LuLaRoe home because you won't want to take it off. And then you'll probably want to wear it to work tomorrow also. And it's okay. I won't tell your friends, right? I mean, you want to create this fun. And so for me, I wanted them to feel engaged. And sometimes I feel like a jackass. I'm not going to lie, because you get those girls that look at you like, you're a lot. And I know I am, and that's okay. But I tell my girls, like, you need to go in there and like turn on your Beyonce, right? Like, go in there. You've got an hour and a half or 2 hours. Give them your best and be peppy. And then, oh my gosh, like, have a rock star on the way, or whatever your poison is. And then you can crash when you go home. But my theory is if I was there, I already set this crap up, whether 2 people came or 22 people came, I was going to give them my very best, right? If you're already there. So don't be bummed if 2 people come. Give those 2 people rock star treatment. Make them feel like an amazing, VIP customer, and give them great service. And they're going to be out there singing your praises and probably host a party and tell people about you. So it's not a loss. So for me, I wanted them to come in, set their purse down, their inhibitions at the door. I always have music playing and I say, try everything on. If we don't make a mess of this place, which kills me inside to say that because I hate folding all the crap these people like make a mess of, but I want them to, right? If they have made a mess and torn through my leggings, that probably means that they tried on a bunch and they probably bought a bunch, right? If they're sitting on the sidelines like a Pampered Chef party and they're like, well, I don't want to mess up your stuff. I'm like, no, mess it up. Go try on 500 things in there because I know if you try it on, you're going to buy a bunch. So for me, that was really big. Having that selection, getting people engaged and hyping it, and then having, in turn, you had great parties. And then from there, you had more great parties. So even if it's online, I mean, if I get boxes, it may be full of solid leggings, right? I may get a box on my doorstep, but I'm going to take a picture of that box and I'm going to post it to my VIP page and be like, oh my gosh, if you don't bribe your husband to be watching your children at 2:00 on Sunday, you are going to hate yourself for the next week because you're going to miss out on all the stuff that's in these boxes. So you better set your alarm and get ready because it's going to sell out fast. And I used to say that long before I ever sold out of stuff. But I wanted to create that hype and that buzz and that excitement so that people would get there and tune in, and then in turn they bought stuff. So I really think that is that confidence is, and not everybody has that inherent confidence, but it's so important in this business, right? It's your business. People are looking at you and you are selling confidence. So if you aren't confident and you're like, well, do you want to host a party? So maybe I could get you. No, I'm like, girl, I literally have one spot open. You better grab it right now. If you don't, you're going to have to wait 3 months to have a party. Even when my calendar was empty, you're faking it a little bit, right? You want them to feel like, oh my gosh, I'm going to miss out. If you call them and be like, well, you can have any date you want in the next 3 months. That doesn't create urgency or buzz for your business. They're going to be like, well, we're really busy right now. Maybe we'll just wait. I'll get in touch with you. I'll call somebody and say, oh my gosh, have you seen these new Carlys? You're going to want 10 of them, so we need to get you on the books. I don't ask them if they want to host a party. I say, we need to get you on the books. So I have Tuesday or Thursday, August 15th or 17th. Which one do you want? And they pick one, So I think just be assertive. And then if they turn you down, it's okay. But the more you do that, the more practiced you are, the more confident you are, the more confident you're going to come across. And the more people are going to want to be a part of that. And then you're going to have a really great party. And again, a good party breeds another good party. And it just keeps spiraling. So I think you really got to kind of fake it in the beginning. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. Most days I still don't know what I'm doing. But I still am going to fake it, right? I mean, I had to get up and speak in front of 6,500 people at convention. And I was really nervous. But
there was not a dry eye in the house.
But for me, what good would it have done if I walked out there and I was nervous? That would not have helped anybody, right? That wouldn't have helped anybody. So I was in there. I tell my girls all the time, right? We can all complain and make excuses. Honey, I got Valentine's leggings last week, right? I'm with you. I got enough mustard leggings for you, me, and everybody in the damn LuLaRoe, right? Like I got a lot. I got a lot of all the crazy stuff. I get the duplicates just like anybody else. But I look at that box of duplicates, and instead of feeling sorry for myself or making excuses of why I can't sell it, to me, it's a challenge. I'm like, well, all right, I got mustard leggings for everybody. How am I going to sell these things at retail at full price? I never discount. So I'm going to sell them at full price. And I don't swap with other consultants. I am on a mission to sell them. And I think it's the same thing about, well, I'm not going to quit. So what am I going to do? Right? And I think if you approach it like that with that attitude, and I know that it's hard, and there are a lot of days that this business is not sunshine and rainbows, and I will not blow smoke at you. It is not perfect, but it is still hands down the very best decision I have ever made for myself or for my family. And I would start over again 1,000,000 times, start at zero today, if I had to be part of this business and to be part of this company. So I think that's a real testament to LuLaRoe and the business. So trust me, get through the humps, get through the ups and downs, and you're going to be an amazing leader to teach somebody else how to do that. And it comes with a lot of pride to say, you know what, I did that. I became a trainer and a leader in this company when my husband was deployed with no babysitters. I did it. And I am no one special. I'm no super mom. You guys are 1,000,000 times better, I'm sure, at it than me. But I was just determined to not let any excuses get in my way and to be really laser focused on that goal. So if you refuse to quit, you're going to find a way. You're going to find a way, right? If it were anything else, if it were something for your children, you would find a way to make it happen, right? But sometimes we put ourselves on the back burner and think, well, it's just not right. No, if you are not out there chasing your dreams, you're going to help somebody else chase theirs. And I would much rather chase my own, right? So that's sort of my take on it. Is just, I mean, I think the first and foremost is just wear LuLaRoe every single day, wear it with confidence, and be a hustler. You know, fake it till you make it if you have to with that confidence, but hype your business. If you are not singing your praises and telling everybody how amazing your shop is and how amazing your business is and how fun your parties are, who's going to, right? You have to be out there doing it.
Don't mind Anthony.
Yeah, hi. So I don't know. Sorry, I could ramble on about LuLaRoe for like days. So
Well, thank you so much for stopping in. I hope everyone loved it. I'm getting messages saying thank you, that, you know, this has been wonderful. And, you know, it's one thing to hear it from me and the other trainers in the group, but it's another to hear it from someone else who's lived it also. And so we sincerely thank you for taking the time. We know how busy you are.
Oh, well, it was such a pleasure. Thanks for having me on. I am cheering you guys on. I swear, you guys, there's nothing that I'm doing that you cannot do, right? Just be tenacious and say, I am not going to quit, and I'm going to find a way to do this. And when you look at, you know, tonight, write down a goal that you want in 6 months and make it a crazy goal, right? A crazy goal. Stick it out there, put it out into the world, but write it down. Tell Ashley what your goal is and work towards that, and just refuse to quit. And I tell you, every time that Deanna's given me some kind of crazy goal, I've looked at her like, you have lost your mind. There is no way that I can do that in that amount of time, and I'll be damned. Every single time I've done it. And that is not because I'm anything special, but she put that out there, and I was like, well, she believes in me. I'm going to do this. And you have great leaders that believe in you, and I believe in you, so just go out there and do it. Make crazy goals, because like Mark said on the call recently, he said, you know, the crazy growth that we're on, I was telling my team on my webinar yesterday, that, you know, this crazy growth that we're on is awesome, but at some point it's going to level out. And the business opportunity side of it, the sales side of it, is always going to be incredible, right? You sell LuLaRoe all day, every day, and make great money, right? Cruise qualify, the $12,000 for 12 months. That's about $6,000 profit, right? A month times 12 is $72,000 a year profit selling LuLaRoe if you do the 12,000, right? That's incredible. And that's always going to be there because the clothes are great. But if you want to be, if team building, if that's a goal that you have, don't sit on the sidelines, you guys. At some point, it's going to level off. And you won't be able to go from zero to trainer in weeks like some people are able to do now, because the growth will level out. And as people leave, new people will come on, but it won't be at this crazy trajectory that it is now. So take advantage of it. If you want to do that, go out there and share your passion and reach for those really big goals, because you'll be sitting on the other side of that a year later at convention next year and be like, I did that in 1 year. That sort of crazy thing that I didn't think was possible because I put it out there. So I'm cheering you on and sending you all lots of love. So I wish you all the best.
Well, real quick question before you leave. How many pieces did you have when your sales really started boosting? And I think I have a stupid amount. I mean, I have like thousands of pieces because I have an addiction and I have a problem. But I will say, if you have a big space, it just allows your addiction to grow because you have room, and then you run out of room, and that is really scary. But I tell my girls all the time, I really think that sweet spot, which sounds like a lot, is about 1,000 pieces, right? When I had 1,000 pieces, 1,000 to 1,200, I could still fit it in my SUV. It was Jenga in the back of there, but I could still fit it in my SUV. I hadn't upgraded to a trailer yet, but about 1,000 to 1,200, and I could do back-to-back really good parties. I could go sell 50 pieces in a party and turn around and do another party the next night, and those girls weren't like, oh, geez. If you have 500 or 600 pieces and you go sell 50 of them, you're going to notice it. The ladies the next day are going to feel it and be like, oh, wow, well, you don't have any extra small Irmas, and that's my size. I'm really bummed, right? You can never please anybody. There are people that walk into my space and are like, is this all you have? And I want to stab them. So that is proof that you cannot please everyone. However, I do think that 1,000 to 1,200 pieces is a really great goal. You can book a bunch of parties. Please say hi to my friend. We are about ready. We are having a girls' night. We're going to do mani-pedis. This is our fun, because our little guy is at a sleepover, so we're doing girls' night. So thanks for letting me talk to my friends. Thanks for letting us borrow your mom. Yeah, but yeah, I really think that at that point you have a great selection, and grow wider in the styles that you do have. Don't feel like, oh my gosh, I have to get this and get that. You're way better to have 15 or 20 Irmas in somebody's size that they can walk up to and be like, oh my gosh, I want 5 of those, instead of having 4 in their size and 4 Lolas and 4 Lucy's and 4 of this.
then what if they don't find something that they love? You know, grow wider in what you do have and then add something new. I think you're way better off than sort of piecemealing and having a little bit of everything. It's better to have a really great selection of what you do have. Because if you're doing a good job in getting LuLaRoe out in front of new people, they don't know what they don't know, right? You're introducing them to LuLaRoe. I love what I call LuLaRoe virgins, right? I want to introduce somebody to LuLaRoe because then they buy maybe one pair of leggings, but then they come back the next week and they buy 5 things, and then they buy 5 more and 5 more. The girl that has a closet full of LuLaRoe, sure, I'll sell her what she wants, but that isn't really growing my business forward, right? It's introducing it to the new people in the new circles. So, and that girl doesn't know that Lucy's exist. That girl doesn't know that the Carly was just released, right? She feels the leggings and tries on a maxi skirt and a Julia dress and loves it. And that's great. So I never would apologize for things I didn't have. If somebody was like, oh, you don't carry this. I'm like, nope, I don't, but I have this, this, and this. And girl, go try this on, right? Don't ever feel bad. That's, again, back to that confidence, I think, of just, I never let anybody, even though I wanted to beat some customers, I never let them outwardly see that they get underneath my skin. I just say, oh, girl, no, I don't have that, but I do have this, you know? And that has really served me well.
Well, we sincerely appreciate it. We cannot thank you enough. I hope you have a great time getting manis and petties.
Oh, well, thank you. My little nail expert here is picking out colors for me. So.
Well, I love pink, as you can see.
The pink is really good. I need an update for sure. So I'm sure she'll work her magic. But thank you guys so much. I wish you all the best. You have an awesome leader. Ashley is incredible. So you guys are in really great hands. But just no excuses, right? Go out there this week and give it hell. I'll be cheering you on.
Thanks so much, Lindsay.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye. Okay, guys. I told you I had a really special guest. And I have another really special guest. Julia is here. And Julia is the Julia of the Julia. The dress is named after her. And she's Dan's niece. And I met her in New York City. And she was just so kind. And then I met her, again, at Leadership. And she was in Dan's office when I got my bonus, when Dan handed me my bonus check. And I was in tears, and Anthony was on FaceTime, and it was just awesome. And I thought she would be another great person to bring in because she knows what it's like to dream big, and she sees women succeed all the time. And she can also give you guys a really good pep talk about, you know, not giving up and not letting slow, stale months get to you. And so I'm going to give the floor to Julia.
Hello, Ashley. Hi, everyone. I feel really honored that Ashley's asked me to be here with all of you, and honored also to follow Lindsay Wheeler, because that's pretty awesome that you guys got to have her impart her words of wisdom to you as well. And how amazing is Ashley as a leader to set this up for you guys. That is phenomenal. And I will say that those of you that are here on this call, you plugging in and being connected to your community of LuLaRoe is going to be the hugest tool, one of the biggest tools for you to maintain your motivation and moving forward. Having calls like this, sorry, let me turn this off. Having calls like this and opportunities to connect with each other and be inspired by each other, and sharing with each other your personal experiences, your growths, your struggles, being able to ask questions and share with each other is going to be, I mean, that is just one of the biggest parts of LuLaRoe and the LuLaRoe culture. So Ashley asked me to kind of talk about staying motivated, building your dreams and following your dreams. And I think the biggest thing is, like we talk about at trainings, we talk about your why and knowing what your why is, but we also focus on writing your dreams down. And the first step in realizing your dreams is to actualize them on paper. And one of the things that I do on a regular basis is I will write down a little piece of paper and I'll put it on my mirror in the bathroom, a goal or a dream that I am working on, because you're going to stand in front of your bathroom mirror and brush your teeth every day. I would suggest pick your top 5 goals for the month and put them up there on your mirror. So that every day while you're brushing your teeth, while you're putting your makeup on, while you're brushing your hair, you're looking at those. And I want you to write them in the present form as if you've already achieved them. Like, I am cruise qualified. I have 4 parties booked this month or this week. And just focus on that positive place. And even on the days that are a little bit rough and when it's feeling like, oh, why am I doing this? What's, you're just struggling. By looking at that in the present tense as if it's already happened, is going to reset your mind. And it's going to be a reminder to you of why you're doing this. And it's going to help lift you out of those times. Another thing that Deanne reiterates all the time, and Art and Kenny always teach, when you're up, reach down. So that means when you're up and you're in that place of like feeling the fire and being fueled, and you just booked a couple of parties, or you just had a really amazing lollipop moment out and about, and you just feel inspired, take that time to share that. Whether you reach down, meaning reach down to your downline, maybe share that with somebody that you feel like maybe is struggling and needs a little bit of encouragement for themselves. And then the opposite is when you're down, reach up. You have Ashley, who's amazing. Is Lindsay, Ashley, is Lindsay your upline?
No, Jillian Ortner.
Oh, I mean, Jillian is amazing, guys. I love that lady. So reach up and out when you are needing a little bit of a boost. That's what this community of LuLaRoe Sisterhood has been built for, is so that we can keep each other inspired and motivated. Another thing that I recently helped out on another team call that talked about getting past the fear. And sometimes when you're in that low place or that like frustrated and I don't know why I'm doing this and what's going on, what's going on inside is a little bit of fear of like, I'm not good enough, or this isn't working for me, or this isn't going to work for me. When you're saying those things, you're not focusing on love. And when you switch your perspective and another thing that I have written on my mirror and right next to my desk is, how can I bless somebody's life today with LuLaRoe? So when you're reaching out to somebody you're doing your 72-hour game plan and you're going to reach out to somebody to do a pop-up, in your mind, I want you to know and believe that you have an opportunity to bless that person. And how can you bless this person's life? By inviting them to have a pop-up. Instead of thinking about the numbers and the goals and all that kind of stuff, that's there and that's inside of you. But if you think about how you can bless that person, and that if you have genuine love inside for them, they're going to feel that. It's the same concept like we share, leading with your why and talking about why you do what you do instead of what it is you're doing. When you lead with love, it dissolves the fear and it replaces that with this fire that will motivate you to get out there and do it. Also, it just is really important to put in that legwork. It's Kim Roylance at convention said the best thing. She said, "This company isn't easy; it's simple. It's not easy. There are going to be hard days and days where you just got to keep working and keep plugging away. It's a simple concept. You go to somebody's house, you set up clothes, you sell clothes to women and make them feel beautiful, clean it up, and you go home. There's hard work in there, but the concept is simple. But you do have to put in your time and your efforts. And that's just the balance of keeping yourself focused on positive. Have positive affirmations, have goals written down and visual in front of you. Do any of you guys have vision boards?
So last week we challenged our group to make a vision board. We do incentive challenges starting last week, and one of them was to create a vision board. So yes.
Amazing. Okay. Well, this is right on the right wavelength here. I have a big vision board in my bedroom. So I have my little notes on the mirror, but in my bedroom I have my big vision board that's, what I want my house to look like eventually when I'm going to be building a house, or what, all those goals and those dreams that you have, visualize them, and then allow yourself to see yourself there. Take the time to, even if you're in one of those down, you're having one of those down days, give yourselves a 5-minute timeout. Let yourself kind of vent it out, and then give yourselves a 5-minute timeout. Sit down somewhere, just close your eyes, or go look at that board and just see it. See yourself achieving all of those goals, and receiving those things and being worthy of that. You are all worthy to receive all those things that you want. And your hard work is going to take you there. So you get to, I love, I read a book recently that talked about, maybe it was, the law of attraction, all those kind of things. And it talks about, when you write your goals and your dreams down, it's like you're placing an order. It's like you place an order with a catalog, or on Amazon, or, that you've placed it, it's going to come. You don't need to continue to keep asking over and over for it, but by visually having, that image of it there, it lets you know that it's coming. It is coming. I have no doubt that's on its way. When you place an order with LuLaRoe or Amazon, it's coming. It's on its way. You don't know exactly when it's going to be there, but it's coming. It's on its way. So it's the same thing with your goals and your dreams. You just have to believe and know inside that is coming for you. And have that level of faith in receiving those goals, and then focus on your hard work. Focus on remaining positive and lifting yourselves, finding the ways and the friends in your community that are going to help lift you out of, the rough times, the rough patches. Because like Deanne says, this business is cyclical. You have up days, you have down days. You have some days that you're just flying high and you just want to bless everybody's life. And then some day you're like, I don't even want to get out of bed. I don't want to go into my Lula room at all, So you guys, you got this. You again have an amazing leader in Ashley that's encouraging you to set those goals and make those vision dream boards, and creating these awesome calls to be able to keep you guys motivated and focused and staying positive. So that's about all I have for you ladies. And thank you so much for letting me be here. And I appreciate it. I'm going to hang out for a little bit if that's okay, Ashley.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you so much for coming.
You are very welcome.
Like I said before, we can talk about things, but when it comes from the outside, you guys sometimes get the message across a little different. And maybe the way you get your message across is more received by someone else. So I love bringing people in because I wanted to light a fire under these girls. It's about to be back to school season. So talk to those teachers, get those teachers in, Nicole's and all the dresses, the Julia dress. So I have to tell you, I got one of the sister dresses at convention and I love it. So I had to wear the Julia dress tonight because it's amazing, and I put it on, and I couldn't believe how I felt. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. But get people, talk to those teachers. If you carry the kids line, talk to parents about getting kids clothes for the winter, clothes for the new school year. Also, sales, the tax-free weekends or weeks are coming up. Connecticut is a whole week. So I'm going to book a ton of parties during that week. And I'm going to say, I'm going to do online and in-home. And I'm going to say, it doesn't matter where in the country you live, you get no sales tax on your clothes for that week. So those are some big things coming up. Also, Labor Day. It's a pretty good-sized holiday. Labor Day and September 11th are coming up. If you have 4th of July leggings, September 11th is coming up. Mark them as USA and America Pride, and have a red, white, and blue sale. Find everything in your inventory that is red, white, and blue. Post it a week or so before the September 11th and sell the heck out of it. Do free shipping on all red, white, and blue if you don't want to just post certain items. There are things you can do this time of year that can amp up your sale now that the slum summer months are over. And then let's talk about these 8 things. So this is the list of 8 things that I want you to educate your customers on in your VIP groups. I'm going to type this list up and put it on a cute graphic so you have it and you can know it. Eventually you'll know it by memory and you won't have to refer to it. Number 1 is the price. A lot of people are afraid of LuLaRoe prices, but you shouldn't be. So what I want you to do is go online and search retailers similar to LuLaRoe that offer dresses or shirts or skirts for a higher price and make a graphic. We sell the Jill skirt. I know J. Crew has a skirt like the Jill. You put the two together, you put the price on both images, and you say, this is why you buy LuLaRoe, because our price is 50% cheaper than J. Crew's, and it is limited. Not all J. Crew's or not all LuLaRoe consultants are going to have this. It's not like you can walk into somewhere and get something else you could get on the other side of the country. So compare our prices to higher price retailers. Of course, with that comes people saying, well, I could get this maxi skirt for $15 at Walmart, and that's where number 2 comes in. These are good quality hand-sewn products. They are all hand-sewn, and they are all of the designs are created by our design team at LuLaRoe. So market that. Aside from the fact that all of us consultants have jobs and can financially support our families, there are hundreds of thousands of families across the country, across the world, in 8 different countries who are supported by LuLaRoe because they make our clothes. So you are providing us with you're providing us, our small businesses, with money. You're providing families across the world with, money that they wouldn't have had before. So, and it is also good quality. It is. We get a few defects here and there. I had a perfect tee that had a hole in it today, and I offered it to the customer for $10 less, and she took it. And you can do things like that. If there's a hole in it and they still want it, give it to them. If there's not, you go find a battered women's shelter, and I guarantee you a woman who is feeling really down is going to love a brand new piece of clothes that still has the tag on it if there's a tiny little pinhole in it. And yes, so number 3, sizing. Our sizing is all over the place, which is frustrating, but that's okay. We've talked before on previous webinars that there are size charts you can make. You can have all of your styles written down, and you hand the card to the customer, and you say, keep this, go try on every single piece that I have, and write down what size you like best. This helps you when you go to the next pop-up I have. This helps you if you see something online in one of my pop-ups, because you already know what your size is. And then there's you guys. You guys need to know how sizing works. Sizing is confusing. For those of you who are new and still in the queue, talk to your sponsor about learning the sizes of each style. Yes, Liz has it. Liz, do you want to talk? I'll unmute you.
Did you unmute me?
Yes,
right. I just wanted to show people it's my business card, and then on the back are the sizes.
If you haven't ordered business cards yet and you're in the queue, this is a great thing to put on your business cards, because I'm going to keep that business card. I'm not going to throw it away like I throw away every other one I get. And you can keep it in your wallet, so every time you go to a pop-up, you have that with you. But learn the sizing. Learn and teach customers that. Tell customers if they're wearing an Irma, they need to size down 1 or 2. And that dresses fit true to size. It's our job to teach them about these things, especially if your main business is going to be online. Because if someone is shopping with you for the very first time online and they have never bought a piece of LuLaRoe, you don't want them to buy the wrong size. T says in the comments, use your own size as a guide. Go up or down based on what you wear. That's usually the easiest way I can help customers. And that's exactly right. So you need to know what your sizes are for all the items. The next time you order from LuLaRoe, order 1 of every style you don't have. And it doesn't matter if you like the print, you're going to get it so you can try it on and know your size. Everything sells. Anthony's chiming in the back. Everything sells. So if you don't like whatever item you got, put it on the mannequin, take a picture, and sell it. Number 4, style and what to wear with each piece. So I love putting the perfect tee with the Cassie. That's probably what I wear most often. I tie the sides of the perfect tee, and I love how it looks with the Cassie. So if I were to sell to a customer and someone would say, what can I buy with the Cassie? I would show them a picture of me, and I would say, this is how I style a perfect tee with the Cassie. There is a ton of pictures that you can find online of styled clothes that you don't have. It would be a great idea to have a folder on your computer or your cell phone of hundreds of women wearing all the different styles. That way, if someone asks, you can refer to a lot of people wear either the Sarah with the Julia or a Joy with the Julia. So it would be perfect to say, this is a great add-on to the Julia, and this is what I would style with it if I had it. Having those pictures, they're really good tools. You never know when a customer is going to message you and say, I got this really great dress from someone, I want to buy from you, what can I buy that goes with it? And it's your job to know which style goes with which best. They all go together perfectly, but if you have some that you prefer better, then you can sell that. I sell more perfect tees and Cassie's than I sell other things because that's what my customers see me in most. You need to wear your clothes. You need to take pictures in the clothes because if they see you wearing it and they see you styling it, they're going to wear it. My Carly's, I got, I think, 18 or 19 Carly's, and for 3 or 4 days straight, I wore a Carly and I styled it and I posted it in my VIP group. And Monday, when I launched my Carly's, I sold all but 3. There are only 3 Carly's hanging left on my rack because I styled the heck out of them, and I styled them differently, and I took pictures differently, and I made sure to let women of all sizes know that it is not limited to my size. It is all women. That's another really good thing to be doing. How to care for items is number 5. So you need to educate your customers, whether you have care instructions that you send with every order. I send them when a new customer shops with me. So if I have someone who's been a repeat loyal customer, I don't send them care instructions every time because they know how to care for their LuLaRoe. It's also a good idea to post in your VIP group once or twice a week or once a month. Don't forget, wash cold, gentle, hang dry, or you'll be sad. There's tons of graphics out there that you can post about that. That's a really good idea. A lot of these people think that they're regular clothes and they can be washed, and they are. But if you want them to last longer, you want to care for them most. I put handwritten notes in every package with a lace or chiffon, Lindsay, and Monroe. And I say, you're going to want to hand wash this or dry clean, and do not get the fringe wet because you will be sad about that too. Because that way if they come to me, I'm like, hey, I'll refund it for you, but I told you, so now you know for next time. Number 6, who it is named after. All of our styles have such a personal place in this company. They're named after someone that is special to Deanne and her family. You need to know this. There are several graphics out that LuLaRoe put out that explains what this is. There are also others elsewhere that you can find. We will try to come up with one that is personalized for us that fits the LuLaRoe graphics likes and needs. But you need to know who these items are named for because you're not just selling a shirt. You're selling a mark. You're selling a shirt that was inspired by the company's CEO's husband. You're selling a shirt that is named after him because of what wonderful things he did for her. And it's not just a piece of clothing, and it's never been that with LuLaRoe. So knowing who the styles are named after, it puts a personal touch on them. And I refer to them as people. So I'm wearing the Sarah right now, and she feels wonderful on me. And it's crazy, and some people laugh at me, and some people don't understand it. I posted something online about Anthony wearing a mark, and I was like, he looks great in him. And someone was like, you shouldn't talk about your husband saying in him like that. And I was like, oh, but that's what I do with all the clothes. So it's another way to personalize it. It's really good. And eventually people will start catching on. Customers do it too. They catch on and they say she and he, and it's wonderful. It makes me feel like I'm doing something right. Number 7 is tricks about the clothes. So how to dress up and how to dress down the clothes. That's another really good thing to know how to do for your customers. You could put Cassie and you can tuck in a shirt and strap on a belt and wear a pair of high heels and it's a dressy look. Or you could pull the classic tee out over the Cassie and put on a pair of chucks and it's more casual. There are certain things you can do to all of them, the dresses as well. Right now, the Julia that I have on, the sleeves are rolled, and I think that gives it a more casual look as well. And like I said, there's tons of Facebook groups about styling LuLaRoe. I would highly recommend, if you are onboarded, to join those. One that I use a lot is the Unofficial Photo Share. That's got tons of women in every single style. It's got kids, it's got plus size women, it's got petite women and pregnant women and men in all the styles you could imagine, styled all different ways. And if you have pictures you love that you styled, you can post them on there so other people can share those too. But that's if you can look at a customer and say, you should buy this dress because you can wear it on date night, or you can wear it as a top with a pair of jeans, or you can wear it as a pencil skirt with another shirt on top, and you tell them that you're spending $45 on Julia, but you can wear it 4 or 5 different ways, they're going to be more apt to buy it because they're going to feel like they're getting their money's worth. Having tricks on how to style these clothes is a game changer. And it's as simple as being super present when you're posting online or when you're at an in-home pop-up. Bring accessories with you. I always have belts with me and jewelry. Tell them to bring a few pairs of shoes if they want. I had a personal shopper come over yesterday. She brought 3 shirts from her closet. And she said, these are what I wear to weddings. She was a photographer. These are what I wear to weddings. I need to find something that matches them. And she said, I'm going to try on every style, but I don't want to try on that pencil skirt because I look lumpy. And she walked out of my door with 2 dresses and 2 pencil skirts because I made her put them on, and they matched the shirt she brought with them. And she can wear them with the shirts tucked in or pulled out because it's dressy and casual. So because I knew how to educate her on these things, the item seemed more valuable and she wasn't afraid of them anymore. And finally, number 8 is upsell. Knowing how to upsell an outfit will make all the difference in the world. I've talked about this before and I'm going to touch on it again. If you have any sort of retail background, you know that when they pull numbers, they look at average sale. And I don't mean average sale that you posted in your online group on a Monday night. That's not what I mean by average sale. I mean by how much does the average person spend with you in your group. You want that number to be about $60. The average piece of LuLaRoe clothes is $35. Between the skirts and the tops and dresses, it's about $35 to $40. I want you to challenge yourself to upsell. I want your average to be between 60 and 70. If you sell a top and a skirt, that's $70 right there. If you sell a top and a leggings, that's $60. If you sell a top and a kimono or a top and a Sarah, it's about $80 to $90, and that's great. And that's what you should be doing. And the way to do this is, and here I am, the outfit queen, to make outfits out of your items. Someone looking through your Irma folder is not going to think, what Cassie does Ashley have that will go with this Irma? If you put it right in front of her and she loves that Irma, she's gonna buy the Cassie to go with it because it looks good. And that's a good thing to do with your in-homes also. Go to your in-homes with a rack made up of outfits. And now when they say, are you selling this as an outfit? No, but you should try it on together because I think it looks good and I think it's gonna look good on you. And that's how you sell it. Make sure you're always sending people to the dressing room with at least 5 things. We talked about this also. Give them $5 off if they try on 5 things. It's as simple as that. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna like more than one of those things. They're not just gonna leave with one of them. And if they're trying on tops and dresses or just tops and skirts, make sure you get a Lacey or a Lucy, or not a Lucy, I'm sorry, I'm thinking lace. A Lindsay or a Monroe or a Sarah and put it over top. Get a Joy. I've seen people style Joys backwards and tied in the back. Oh, look, Liz is at it again. You're unmuted.
How? So now they can see me. So I use this little punch card. And then everybody tries on 5, even if they've come to a party before, they try on 5 again. And then I have just like a little disclaimer on the back that it's got to be used at that party.
Yep, and that's perfect. And there's a good chance that if they're trying on 5 things, they're going to love at least 2 of those 5 things. And if your average is $70 and you take $5 off, your average is still $65, and that's where I want you to be sitting. And I want you to set these goals, and when you're selling, I want you to think of these things. I want you to, Jennifer, the photo, it was unofficial photo share. So it might be a secret group. If it's not a secret group, if it is a secret group, I will add you guys tonight. But I want you to think about these things when you're talking to customers, whether it be in an online pop-up or whether it be at home. I want you to be thinking, how can I get this to average sale to above $60? What can I do for this customer? You need to educate them on the items. At the beginning, it is hard. You have to work your group. You have to work your customers. When I started in January, people had heard about LuLaRoe, but not like they have now. And I had to work. I had to tell them, I had to say size down 1 or 2 with the Irma. And before people bought it, I would message them and say, hey, just want to let you know this is size down 2, to which they would reply, oh, okay, I need to go get a different size. Right now, more people know, but like what Lindsay was talking about, the LuLaRoe virgins, those people don't know, and they won't know unless you tell them. So get to know these 8 things about every single style. These will be game changers, I promise. Knowing these and being able to talk to your customers about these things, they're gonna want to buy from you also, because you're educated, because you're engaged, because you know what you're talking about. It's gonna make a difference. There was something else I wanted to say and now I forgot. No, I don't know. Cassie T, you guys want to chime in? Team L thinking about it.
I'm figuring out how to get on mute fast enough I can. I think like she was saying, like order stuff in your size, like extra stuff. And even if you hate it, even if you think it's so ugly, remember that that's been the hardest thing for me, because I'm very like matchy and I don't do pattern mixing very much, and that getting out of my box. And even if you think it's ugly does not mean that other people are going to think it's ugly. They may love it. That may be their like favorite thing in the whole wide world. And you're going, oh my gosh, like I wouldn't send my worst enemy out in that, but that's what they love. So just because you get something you're in a shipment and you're no, like, ain't even going to go there. Put it on, wear it, like, wear it out in the community, wear it when you go to church on Sunday, wear it when you're, at the soccer game or whatever. And you never know who might see that print. They normally wouldn't like what you would normally wear, but they might like that. And that, would maybe draw a customer or catch their eye or whatever. So step outside of your box, wear stuff that you normally wouldn't.
Or if you don't want to wear it, keep the tags on it and just take 15 minutes of pictures in it. It's going to look different on the floor or on a backdrop than it is on a mannequin. And it's going to look different on a person than it is on a mannequin. So
hey, Ashley.
Yes.
I just wanted to say, like, tonight I did my maxi styling. And I was really surprised because I did it as a live feed and I had over 40 people watch and comment. And I did a surprise pricing on my maxis. But when I did my styling, I, wore a Monroe and a Sarah and some other things. And people bought those because I put the maxi on, showed different ways to style it with other LuLaRoe pieces. And people bought it because of that.
And you know why they watched you? Because they want to know how to style it. You are the fashion consultant. You are the expert. You need to build a relationship with your customers enough to know that they can trust you. So I put outfits together that I think are crazy, but people buy them, and they buy them because they trust me and they trust my advice. And that's something you need to build with them. And that doesn't happen overnight. I worked on my VIP group every single day for months and months to get where I am today. And once you get there, it's wonderful, because I came back after a 3-week hiatus in California and I sold 50 items Monday night. And I was like, I have 200 less pieces than I did when I went to California, and I sold 50 pieces. And my inventory is hurting right now. But because my customers were like, oh, she's back and she's got new stuff and I trust her, they didn't even hesitate to buy from me. And that's something you have to build with them. It doesn't happen overnight. And that's another thing about the multi-consultant events, is that they have different consultants every single week. And if you are speaking to the people in your group, they only see you in your group.
I have another quick question.
Yes.
So after Maxi, could you give us a rundown of how the pieces were introduced into LuLaRoe? Because I know it's like
the order.
Yes. Because I would like to try to do the order of how LuLaRoe pieces were.
I can figure that out for you. I do not know that right now, but I will talk to, unless Julia knows, I will talk to people and find out the timeline. I cannot give you that off the top of my head, but I will figure it out for you, and I will
There's
get back
just
to you.
another thought I had, because I would like to do a, because every day I'm doing a styling guide. So I started with the maxi because I know that's the first piece that was introduced. So like tomorrow I would like to do like the next piece that was introduced.
Right.
And
I
then go
believe-
from there.
Just soon, I think the next one was either Cassie or Nicole.
Okay.
So I'll find out for you guys for sure, but it was Cassie, Nicole, and then Amelia, then Julia, then leggings. And so I can find out the order for you guys, and I'll let Ashley know, and she can pass it on to you guys.
That would be
Thank you
awesome.
Thank you so much, Julia.
That is an answer I do not have for you guys, but we will get it for you. And once I have it, I'll post it in Dallas so everyone has access to it. What was I saying? Building trust. You have to build trust with your group, and it's really tough, but it happens. One day you'll wake up and realize that you have the trust of your group, and it's wonderful. And the multi-consultants, that's what I was talking about. They're really good to get rid of old inventory, but I highly recommend you don't base sales on them, because this is what's happening. I was talking about this with Anthony yesterday. The new consultants who are coming in right now are bringing new people to their group, which is wonderful, but then they are having low sales because they're not introducing the styles properly in their group. And that's what I'm here to help you do, so that doesn't happen to you. But they're saying, oh, well, I'm not having sales here because my customers aren't buying. I don't know why they're not buying. So they hop in a multi-consultant sale, which is built-in seasoned LuLaRoe customers, which is, it's good. They're sales. These women are going to buy, but they're also going to stay in that group, because that group will change consultants 3 times every week, right? So they're going to have, say there's five consultants. They're going to have 15 consultants' inventory to shop for in 1 week. So you sending your customers there is taking them away from you. And you guys know how those work. You have to post and advertise in your group, right? And that advertising brings customers from your VIP to that multi-consultant. And now, instead of them looking at your one page where they see one consultant once a week, they're looking at this multi-consultant where they see 15 consultants 3 times once a week. And they're saying, oh, why would I go back to T's page when I can go to this multi-consultant sale and get 15 times the inventory, and it's so much easier? Because you have to build relationships. You have to tell these customers.
That's really true for those newbies. That, I mean, it's one thing if you've got addicts in your group that are shopping, 85 different consultants, but those people that you have personally brought in,
the organic people,
moms added to the group, or your cousin, and they're these newbies, and then they get hooked on those multi-consultants and you never see them again.
Nope.
I mean, you just, and it's fine, they say you want to share the love, and LuLaRoe's all about everybody has different inventory, and it's totally fine to, introduce them. Hey, my friend that's on my team has this. Why don't you go check her out? But when you're giving your business to people that don't matter, or don't care, or they're on different teams and all of that in these multi-consultants, it sucks, because that person would have stayed dedicated to you. And now they know how much more is out there, which is fine. But, keep those loyal people, loyal, keep them, take care of them, do whatever you have to do to take good care of those loyal customers. Yes. It pays off.
You will never see me doing a multi-consultant sale besides our Bella's multi-consultant sale that we started on our team. So everyone in that Bella's multi-consultant is from our pages. And the Harry Potter sale I do once a month. You will only ever see me do those 2 multi-consultants. Because of the 3,500 people in my VIP group, I love them too much to send them out there. Because I take care of them. Because when they buy from me on Monday and they pay on Tuesday, it gets shipped Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't mess around. I don't wait a week to ship their stuff. And I don't want to send them to somewhere where someone is going to do that to them, because that hurts my image of LuLaRoe that I've built for them. They have us to go off of. And if we send them somewhere and people don't treat them the same we do, they're going to stop shopping with LuLaRoe altogether. And that is not what we want at all. I could go on and on about multi-consultants, because I just don't like them. I think they're fine once a month, or if you're in one that you do all the time and it's mostly your customers because you started it, that's different. But doing 3 or 4 a bunch of times a week, if that's what you're doing, it is so much more work than your VIP group. Come to us. We will help you build your VIP group. It's not going to happen overnight. You're going to need to book online parties, because with online parties come 50 to 75 new people, right? People invite their friends to your online parties, and those 50 to 75 people are added in your group. So then you have an opportunity to teach those 50 to 75 new people what LuLaRoe is about. The 8 things about each item. Create an event in your VIP group and focus on one style, however many styles you have, or do 2 a day leading up to when the party is. Focus on these 8 things. Tell your hostesses to tag people. Tell people to turn on notifications. That's how they learn about LuLaRoe, and that's how they continually buy with you. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't, guys. I promise. It takes work. Work. That's why, is it Rihanna who sings that song? Work. That's LuLaRoe song.
That's all. I live by music, and songs play in my head all day long, and that's all I've been hearing this whole conversation.
For real, you have to work. Yo, you own a business. You're not working at a bank 40 hours a week under someone else. You own a business. It's like if you had a sandwich shop, you wouldn't just stand out on the corner and tell people to come into your shop. You would figure out ways to get your customers into that shop, and then you would work for it because it's got your name on it. This business has your name on it, and we want to help you succeed. We know the summer can be tough with sales, but we're coming up on August. August is a whole new month. I have at least 6 people in my direct downline who want to cruise qualify for the first time in August. This will get you to cruise qualify in August if you listen to us, if you let us help you, and if you work, you will get there. I promise you, if you work, you will get there. Anthony says we'll see you on the ship. Because I did that today. I announced to my VIP group today, now that June numbers came out officially, and I thanked them because we wouldn't be on the cruise if it weren't for my VIP customers, because they're who got me 12,000 in sales. So I said thank you to all of you for buying my clothes. And that also builds a relationship, and that also builds trust, because letting them know we appreciate them, it makes a difference. It makes a difference. Casto, you've been quiet.
Taking it all in.
This is the biggest turnout we've had for one of these calls yet, guys. And you bet your butt I took a picture, because this is awesome. This is the kind of turnout I want to see every week. And we're not going to have guest speakers every single week, but we do this every week. We sit here and we talk to you, and this is my time with Anthony. You know what I mean? Like this is we get nights together. He works until 7 or 7:30 Monday through Thursday and Friday, and we get nights and weekends. And so when I do this on a Wednesday night at 9, because everyone's kids are in bed, I do it for you guys, and he and Cassie too. Like Cassie said her husband and kids are in the backyard playing, but she's inside on this call. And you know, we want you to sacrifice because it will better your business. And I hope that Lindsay and Julia lit a fire under your butt and you're ready to work. Because we're here to help you. We want to help you. Lori is bursting to talk right now. I can see her. she's like, God, just let me talk, Ashley.
She totally fangirled on Periscope the other night, so.
Lori and Julia have become BFFs, and when I made the announcement that we were going to have surprise people on the thing tonight, she was like, "Is it my new BFF?" And we're like, "We're not telling you." She doesn't even want to speak.
I'm not going to talk.
Come on. Well,
and I'm the friend that dared her to tell you she wanted to be your BFF.
She says she loves it. I don't know if she. There
you go. I'll unmute myself. I love it. Thank you guys. That was awesome. And I really am coming to Charleston at some point, so I'll come visit you.
Wait, who? Charleston, like South
Wait.
Carolina? Who lives in Charleston?
Lori? Lori?
That's where Lori
We all come. That's like my favorite place in the whole.
I know, mine too. Isn't it
Tell
amazing?
your aunt that you guys need to do an East Coast location in Charlotte, North Carolina. Like
They're doing Raleigh.
there's like,
They're doing Raleigh.
but you guys have got to do Charlotte. You guys need to have like a hub in Charlotte. Let me tell you,
Y'all
it's
need to
like
have a
the
hub on the
OG
East
of the
Coast,
East
so
Coast.
us East Coast girls don't have to wait 7 days to get our stuff. Good out here.
They need to visit. We're from SoCal, and we are
I'm
like
not in the know all the way,
Charlotte
but
is.
I know that they are aware of
Oh, good.
the pace we've grown. I know when we were on the cruise and we did a Q&A, Mark shared that right now, from all of the research and all of the advice they've gotten from other, warehouse managers from Overstock.com and Amazon, they suggested not to do that yet. But we're getting to the place where we might need to be doing that. We
If
didn't
not, keep
expect the growth
growing.
that we've had. So this is nothing official, but I think that's possibly something that's in the works. So
Anyone have questions?
Julie, I just want you to know that if you go to South Carolina, Lori's going to make you cookies.
then I will go right now. I'll be there for sure.
I'll talk for her.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, come visit us. Us Wisconsin people.
You're in Wisconsin?
Yes.
I mean, I love it there too.
No,
I
I'm
went to
from
my first
I'm
cheese
from
bar in
Rancho,
Wisconsin.
so- No, I'm from Rancho, and we're in Wisconsin for 3 years, so
Okay.
we're having a hard
Like Rancho here in California?
Cucamonga, yeah.
Oh, okay. I grew up in Upland.
Oh, I went to Upland High.
Me too.
Did you?
BFFs.
I graduated in 96.
Oh, okay. I'm 01, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm an oldie.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
what we'll have to do is I promised my Direct girls that when I hit coach, I was going to take them all on a trip. So maybe Charleston will have to be our trip location.
Maybe I'll crash your trip.
Please do, by all means. We'll let you know when it is. Anyone is welcome to join. I'll just be paying for my directs. Y'all are on your own if you're not my directs.
I'll make my way there.
Charleston is like the best place. We love it there.
It's beautiful.
We want to retire in Wilmington. That's the goal. And Anthony heard Lindsay at convention, and when her husband said when she makes a $50,000 check, he'll leave the Army. And Anthony looked at me and he's like, Ashley, when you make a $50,000 bonus check, I'll leave the Army. So I'm like, goals. Let's do it so we can get to Wilmington because I'm sick of up here. Okay, any questions? We're nearing our time where we're about to not be able to post in the group. Any questions for anybody? Did this fire you up? Are you ready to work? I know a lot of you couldn't be, and I wanted to do my best to bring what we learned at convention to you. So I tried to find people that I knew were really good at talking about some things and bring them to you since you couldn't go to them. I will try to do this from time to time. It won't happen every week unless I can find people to do it every week. But it's been really awesome to have other leaders come and talk too, because it's important. They experience different things than we do, and they've been in it a lot longer than we have. So it's nice to get a different perspective on it. Questions? Anybody? Who's aiming for cruise qualification for August? Leah, T, Liz, Nikki, Tasha. Everybody should be, because they want 2 cruise ships. They don't want just one. They want 2.
Say that. And everybody's hand should be up right now.
Yes, they should. Yeah.
I'll shoot for it.
They should. Because this is a free vacation. Like I said at the beginning, free 99. It's free. You have to get yourself there, and it's free. So get on that cruise. There aren't many opportunities you're going to get this. And you know what you're going to get more than a free cruise? You're going to get 7 days with the people who walked in our footsteps and who experienced what we experienced, and it's going to be wonderful. You're going to get one-on-one time with them, sitting on a cruise ship looking at clear blue water. So it's not just that you get to go do fun things in fun locations. It's that you get the experience of being side by side with these people. You get private lunches with Deanne. You get to do all of this stuff and you're learning about LuLaRoe. And that's like, when I went to convention, I didn't want it to end because aside from it being fun, I learned so much and it's incredible. And so an opportunity to go on a 7-day vacation with these people who can teach me so much is like better than a free cruise. I'd pay to be there. Hands down, I'd pay to be there. Plus, who doesn't love $6,000 profit? I do. Okay, questions? Anyone? Oh, the accountability thing. I don't want to forget about that. We're going to do an accountability thing. So Leah had this idea. I don't know if Leah's still here. Oh, she's here. Leah had this idea where we come up with an accountability chain. So we're going to start at the top, and whoever is under me, I'm going to message, or maybe we won't do it top to newest. We'll mix it all up. You're going to have someone in front of you, and you're going to have someone behind you. And maybe once a week or twice a week, we'll reach out to that person and we'll say, hey, I'm your accountability buddy. What have you done this week? Say we challenge you to do a vision board. Hey, have you done your vision board yet? Let's see it. What's your progress on it? Having someone who's going to hold you accountable other than yourself, other than me or T or Cassie, is going to be great. Aside from the fact that it's going to keep you accountable, it's going to help you develop new relationships with people. And we're not going to put you as an accountability partner with someone on your line who you talk to in your group chats every day. We're going to put you with someone that you don't know, because that gives you a chance to know somebody else and to get to know them and the way they run their business and to be inspired by them. So yeah, we're going to come up with that. And how it's going to work is if you check in and you have done what you said you're going to do and you're accountable, we're going to do a point scale. So if we challenged you to hand out 10 business cards every day this week and you handed out 10 business cards 3 days a week, you're going to have, say, 30 points, 10 days a week, or 10 points a day. And we're going to figure out a way to create a scale and give someone a prize for being the most accountable. We do this because we want you to succeed. We want you to bless lives of other women. We want you to feel how we do when we know, I have however many directs I have, I've blessed those women's lives. They're now consultants and doing what they do love to do because I brought them into this. And that's wonderful. We want you to feel the same way. We want you to know how it feels when you cruise qualify. We want you to know how that feels because it feels great and because you can help other women feel that way. So keeping people accountable, it's good for yourself and it's good for others. So we're going to figure out a way to do that. I don't know how yet. That is something we will work on, but we're going to do that. And I think it's a great idea. So thanks for that, Leah. And still working on that new recruit packet. It's daily. I do a little bit every day. I finally found an assistant today, guys. Can we like applaud Ashley for this? She's been working on finding an assistant for months, and I found an assistant today, and I think she's going to be wonderful. And I'm very excited. I cannot wait for her to start Monday. So once the assistant starts, things will be different. I will be able to spend more time on you guys than I would have before because I won't have to pull orders or hang clothes up on hangers. And that's going to be good for me, for my sanity and for you guys. And for Anthony. He says, and for me too. So it's going to be good. If you have not seen the Husband's Guide to LuLaRoe, please ask for it. It's like 6 slides. It is like cut and dry what LuLaRoe is. It's got numbers. It's got really simple things that your husbands or boyfriends or your downline's husbands or boyfriends may convince them to take the leap. So
you did a really good job on that. I wanted to say that.
Thank you.
I showed my husband, even though he's been on board, and he's like, that would be awesome. Like he was reading stuff, so it got him excited.
And that's the idea. The idea is to fire up the husband also, because your husband has a why. He has a why for supporting you in this, because this journey is crazy. And he's got a reason why he's supporting you. And maybe it's because he wants you to be successful, or maybe it's because he sees how happy you are doing it. but he's got a why also. So giving them this guide and including them in your journey is a really big part of succeeding in your business. I know, Cass, I see. I'm trying to make sure I say everything. Okay, guys, we're cutting it short. I have to end in the next probably minute or two, or I'm not going to be able to post it on the page for everybody who wasn't able to see. If it goes over, I'll just put it on YouTube and post the link. But working on the recruit packet, I promise I'm working on it. This one's going to take a bit longer because there's quite a bit more information to put on it, other than just, you know, numbers and men stuff. Anyone, last comments, questions, concerns, complaints? Was this good? Did this help you? Yes, I want it to help you guys. I want you guys to be motivated in a way you weren't before.
I just wanted to say this was very inspiring, and I really enjoyed our guest speakers tonight, and I really look forward to more meetings like this. This was really, really awesome, and it really lit a fire under my butt.
Good. That's what I wanted it to do. I wanted you all to say, what did I learn from tonight, and how can I run with it? How can I make my business better because of what I learned from Lindsay and from Julia? That's what we want. That's why I brought him in here, to light fires, because that's what happened to me at convention. A fire was lit, and a lot of you couldn't be there. And me saying a fire was lit means nothing to you, but having them come on here and talk to you lights a fire for you, and that's what the goal was. Okay.
Thank you, Julia.
Yeah, thank you, Julia. I don't know if she's okay on the phone. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to end it, guys. If you have questions, let us know. We'll keep you up to date with the accountability challenge, okay?
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.